You know, sometimes on the tourist trail you see something and you think, ugh, I can't believe it. That is so cheesy, but I gotta do it. And that's why here in Dresden, Germany, tonight I'm gonna sleep in a Trabant. That's right, the Trabant is the little East German car. You know, they didn't get a lot of cars from the outside, so they made their own cheapy little cars, later made famous by U2 using them in their concerts. Using them as lighting equipment.
Funny thing about it is they make great light sources, and after a few minutes of the show, no one questions it anymore.
They're kind of well known for being of low quality, shall we say. I was hoping it would be long enough for someone who's, a couple meters tall. Check this out. I don't think that is historical. I don't think that's an accurate East German license plate. But as I was looking at that, I could not believe when I looked over here. Yes, everyone from my hometown of Milwaukee will recognize the I Closed Walski sticker. It's famous in town. I cannot believe I said, that's so cheesy, I gotta book the Trabant room, and now I find an I Closed Walski sticker on it. It just keeps getting better with my Trabant. When you hit the room light, it's the headlights of the car and the tail lights of the car. Nice touch. And here we are, bedtime. I did the math and I am 1.8 meters tall. This car seems to be just fine for someone just about 6 feet tall. Now if you were 2 meters tall, which is 6'5", you might have a little problem with this steering wheel up here. Yep, that might be a bit of a problem, but I think I've got enough leeway here. Well, anyway, as they say in Dresden, gute Nacht. Well, there you have it. It was fine. Sleeping in an East German car is just fine when it's decked out like this. I must admit that was my first concern. Now I'm thinking about something that maybe you thought about as soon as you saw this. How did they get this Trabant into this room? I assume they took it apart and put it back together. That's got to be the obvious answer. So that led me to wonder, like, if we checked it out, would there be, you know, there's some screws here and this is screwed in, but of course that might have been the East German way of putting a car together. Kind of look through here and there's, you know, like this is welded here. And there's some bolts and screws. Much of the dashboard and presumably all of the engine is missing. As you would expect, the Trabi is not sitting on its tires. It's on some wooden blocks. Of course, rooting around inside this Trabi, looking inside it, just reminds me that, you know, this was the East German car, so people tried to sneak across the border in these cars. They would hollow out the fenders or make a fake trunk area or something like that and try to hide in there and get across the border. So this car is part of geopolitical history, not just a place to sleep.